Keep the reporting table for managers, which I have been doing for more than 6 years. I update it every 2 years and use it on all projects. There are already thousands of companies. This is a universal template for any business. What can he do? The sales manager fills out the form in the morning and evening. Information falls into Google Sheets. The report immediately drops into Telegram, chat, channel, or personal chat. Reports are also sent to Telegram according to the schedule, who checked in. In the evening, the final report for the day and the results for the month for the current period. The certifications from the training are linked and the test results fall into the desired chat. A convenient dashboard for all indicators and a rating of employees. And if you watch the video to the end, you can keep an eye on all the employees. Spoiler alert. But what I've told you will work. Let's start by creating a Telegram bot for the table. YouTube is full of similar videos, but it's better to watch. There are small nuances. To begin with, find bot father in the Telegram itself through a general search. Write him command new bot, create a new one, then enter the name, enter in your language what it will be called, then write the bot's login in English. At the end of the login, you need to specify a bot. After that, you will receive a token and a link to the bot itself. The bot is ready. It needs to be improved a bit. Enable the ability to send messages to chats. Click My Bots. Choose your bot. Click on Bot Settings. Group Privacy. Turn on. Go back to the bot settings. Click Bot Edit and add an icon, description, or change the name. Launch the bot by clicking on its link and check it out. If everything is fine, then the bot is ready. Now add the bot to the chat. Create a group or a Telegram channel. Add a picture and description if necessary. The bot can only work in open channels and groups. The bot will not be able to create posts in private closed channels. When creating a group, add any user. It is important to make him an administrator with the right to add administrators and immediately delete him if you do not need him. Then the group will become a supergroup. They are essentially different groups and have different IDs. Only after that, add the bot itself as an administrator. In order to find out your ID or the ID of a supergroup, add any bot that knows how to identify it. Write a chat ID in the search and you will easily find such a bot. After receiving the information and for the chat, the bot ID should start at -100. If not, then there is no second user with the right to add administrators. Repeat the addition. After that, delete all the unnecessary ones, leaving only the bot. Done. Now add the bot to Google Sheets. Go to the table template, link to the template in the description and in the pinned comment. Don't ask for access to the template, I won't give it to you. Create a copy of this table and transfer it to your Google Drive, specifying the desired name. I must say right away, I recommend editing only the yellow fields in the template. It's better not to edit the red fields. Complex formulas are sewn into them. When creating a copy of the attached tools is automatically created, all forms and script code. The code was written in conjunction with ChatGPT. The neural network replaces our development department. I immediately recommend clicking on the pages of the table to which the forms are attached. This is a form sheet and a sales test. While on the sheet, click Tools, Manage Form, Edit Form. In the editor, click on the folder icon and move it to the desired folder. Repeat with both forms. Go to the shipment sheet and add the Telegram bot token, which is copied to BotFather in the yellow cell. On the management sheet, add the IDs of your channels and chats. You can add a different chat, channel, or personal chat ID for each type of report. Press the cart button and click on 3 checkboxes in turn. Messages on change, checking and sending to Telegram will be done with any change to the table. Scheduled messages enables checking and sending messages every 15 minutes if a time other than the current one is specified. Messages when filling out the form. Sending when filling out any of the attached forms to the table. The first time you turn on Google, you will be asked for permission to use the app script. The application is unofficial, the code was written by me, so there will be a bit of swearing. Do not pay attention. Give permission using the account of the owner of the table and click on the link below. Done. The table can already send reports and messages to Telegram. You can check by clicking on the Send a Message button. There are several columns on the shipment sheet. Message, the text of the report or message is generated here. Important. Do not use symbols in reports, as many symbols can confuse formulas in the table. I have protected and shielded some of the characters, but there are thousands of them. Symbols are often present in links, so it's better to use abbreviated links in reports. Username is the ID of the chat or personal account, where to send it. It also sends it to a public channel. It is enough to enter the channel address via error on the management sheet. If you want to send in a personal account, then the one who needs to send should launch the bot by clicking on the link to the Telegram bot itself. Find out your ID in the same way as in the chat. Message ID for reply. You can send messages in response to another message. It is often necessary for channels where the response to a message in a chat attached to the channel is a comment on a post on the channel. When to send, the date and time of sending. If the time is current or earlier, it will send instantly. If specified later, it will send at the specified time. But the check goes on every 15 minutes in time. Therefore, it will send a delayed message not at the specified time, but within 15 minutes. You can change this time through script triggers if you can, but I do not recommend it. The load on the table will then increase greatly. Sending, a checkbox for the sending status. It is set automatically when sending. You cannot delete or clear a cell, only enable or disable the checkbox. Message ID is the number of the sent message. It is also visible if you copy the link to the message in the Telegram. If this line is filled in, the message will not be sent again. Such is the protection against duplicates. If you need to send it again, first remove the send checkbox, then clear the cell with the message number. The result is sent or not sent. If not sent, it means either there are characters in the report or message, or the message is too long. The maximum message length for Telegram is 4,000 characters. Edit the text of the message on the necessary sheets. Name form list. Defines the type of message and where to send it. Now edit the report for yourself. Go to the reporting form editor attached to the form sheet. Edit the list of employees manually by copying from the table. Then you can edit other fields of the form. You can change any field, change the type of question, change descriptions and verification rules, drag and swap questions. When deleting or adding fields, the table itself will change, namely the location of the column ranges. This is insignificant. You can then easily change it on the reports sheet, which I will talk about later. In matters of quantity, if managers need to specify numbers, I recommend that you immediately check the input. In questions with the short answer type, you can check for a number, choose the right one. In the description, specify that it is better to enter integers. The decimal separator in the form of a comma is defined differently in the form and in the table. Here it is a dot, and in the table it is a comma. There is a came and gone field in the report itself. When selected, there is a rule for transferring to the desired section. What should I do if I delete or add my fields to the form? Go to the table on the sheet to which the form is attached and move the necessary columns. But don't change the headlines, they change themselves when the shape changes. The main thing is not to forget that you cannot touch the red ones. You can edit it if you understand the formula. Deleted fields from the form will hang in the table. I recommend just clearing them. The new fields you created will be added to the end of the table. If the manager has sent a report several times in the report, came or gone several times a day, then do not delete this line. Let them come and go as much as they want. The sum of all indicators will be calculated. If necessary, just clear the necessary cells, but never delete the lines themselves. The work schedule for each employee is set on the management sheet. Immediately enter at what time to send the morning came report and the evening gone report. The came sheet and the gone sheet are morning and evening reports, showing who checked in and who forgot. Stretch to the right and all the way to the bottom for the right number of employees. When you leave, clear the extra columns. Day and month sheet calculates the sum of all indicators for the day and month and generates the text of the report. Also, stretch to the right and all the way to the bottom if not all fields are visible, or clear the excess. On the management sheet, specify the schedule for sending reports. Add the start date of the table to the yellow field. Use checkboxes to arrange the schedule by day. For a 5-day work week, I specify 5 rows and leave 2 empty. Then I just hold the checkboxes down. If the checkbox is in place, the report will be sent on that day and vice versa. Don't forget to clean up the holidays too. The situation is similar for the dashboard. Here, just enter the dates in the yellow fields from and to. Also stretch to the right, as in the previous ones. If you leave the field with employees empty, it will show for all. If you select an employee, then by employee. The employee rating takes dates and information from the dashboard. Just select from the drop-down list what you want to rate by rating. Use any indicator for KPI and motivation. The rating and dashboard are mega useful at any daily rallies. You can add any tests and forms to the table in unlimited quantities. Test sale is added by default. When passing the test, the score drops to the desired chat and you no longer need to monitor the answer table. The test has been tested on thousands of managers in different companies. You can use the 5 stages of sales to test and use our sales theory training playlist. The test was made based on it. You can edit the questions for yourself as well as in the form of reports. Just indicate on the management sheet the name of the test itself and how many points you can score. It doesn't matter how many tests or forms you link to the table. The main thing is to link this table to the form and add the necessary line on the management sheet with the name of the sheet and the chat ID where the answer will fall, and in the column with the tests, add points for each one. If you want to send reports to 2 different chats, then add one more line but name the report a little differently. After linking the form to the table, just copy the 3 outermost columns with the message text and the report name so that the formulas themselves are substituted. Information from these columns is transferred to the report sheet. If you have added or deleted fields, these columns may shift, which will result in a range change. The task is to take the address of the range, for example BZ2 to BZ, and write it on the report sheet in the table next to the desired report. Otherwise he won't find it. If you add more fields, you will have to change 2 ranges each time to the desired one. It is better not to touch the message, but if you understand the formula, you can change the format of the message text display, make the font bolder with asterisks or italics with underscores. Specify the report name for yourself, a short description. The third parameter is the time to send. As a rule, does not move and is in one place. Enter the name of the sheet on the report sheet manually or using a drop-down list. The report sheet collects all the information from all reports and generates a list to send, sorts by time, but it may not work for you. There are 3 reasons why the list is not being formed. 1. There is no information in any of the reports. For example, the test has never been filled in or is not in the report table, came or gone. Fill out the test report so that it appears and everything will be in place. 2. The ranges for time, message text, and form name are incorrectly filled in. 3. An extra space in the title of the sheet or the text is inaccurate. It happened that the keyboard language was confused. In other cases, contact me personally. There are more useful videos on the channel. Quickly click subscribe before the video ends, then come back and like it. And you don't need to subscribe, you can skip the release of new videos on the channel.